Water, consisting of hydrogen and oxygen, is the compound of life and covers most of the surface of our Earth. Only about 3% is fresh in the form of solid, liquid, and gas, and less than 1% is considered safe for human consumption. Or is it? About 1 decade ago, hydrologists and ecologists have discovered traces of pharmaceuticals, which are prescription drugs, in the drinking water of Windsor and Essex County. They have found concentrations of about 1 nanogram per liter of carbamazepine, an anticonvulsant used by seizure patients, ketoprofen, a painkiller and anti-inflammatory medication used mainly by those with arthritis, and so many more. These high concentrations of pharmaceuticals have been found in Lake Ontario, the Detroit River, and the Niagara River, all sources of drinking water for hundreds of thousands of people. But how did prescription drugs get there? Well, when one ingests medication, the body cannot make use of it all, and the unneeded drugs are filtered out by the liver and expelled in human waste. When the contaminated water reaches the purification plants, the filters cannot eliminate the pharmaceuticals, which then end up in our drinking water. Some generic medication companies will dispose of manufacturing byproducts improperly, and the leftover medication leaches into our waterways. Inappropriate disposal of medication by flushing pills and liquids down the toilet and throwing them away where they may leach into our water are also major contributing factors. So what are the effects of this accumulation of pharmaceuticals in our drinking water? Over time, these nanograms of drugs have greatly affected aquatic species, especially smallmouth bass's biological growth processes. Some males have begun to develop eggs in their testes, and pharmaceuticals are proved to be the culprit. Now the species' survival is in question. Because of bioamplification, larger species whose livers used to filter the contamination cannot handle the increase in concentration and are experiencing transsexual effects as well. But how do these changes affect humans? Well, because of the elderly baby boomer population, the use of pharmaceuticals has increased by 10 to 15% across Canada. We obtain our drinking water and fish from local reservoirs, which have become contaminated and whose species are experiencing biological changes. Is Windsor's high cancer rate an effect of pharmaceuticals in our drinking water? Will drinking tap water pose a threat to humans in the future if concentrations continue to increase? But most of all, can we develop a new innovative filtration system that can eliminate these high concentrations of prescription drugs? Scientists have yet to begin studies investigating the effects on humans. But what can you do right now? First things first, don't throw out unwanted or expired medication in the garbage or toilet. Dispose them safely in an RX disposal bin. Keep liquids in their bottles and collect pills in a Ziploc bag. And it's so convenient because these bins are located in all your local pharmacies. Let's say you have a small headache because you've been studying for the Ecology unit test for too long. You may have the urge to reach for the closest low-dose painkiller, but don't take it if you don't need it. Try to solve the problem without the use of medication in the effort to reduce concentrations in water due to human waste. But what can we do in the long term? Scientists are scrambling to design a filter that can eliminate traces of drugs, but we need your support. Donate to our cause to raise money for research development and sign our digital petition that we are sending to the provincial government asking for action. Help us to spread the word. Let your voice be heard. Visit shahed.saleh77.wix.com/saveourwater to learn more. Thanks for watching. This video was made by Shahed Saleh, one of the co-founders of Save Our Water, and was inspired by ASAP Science. References include the Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry Volume 22, Issue 12, written by Dr. Metcalf and published in December 2003. CBC's Drug Analysis article written by Kelly Crow and published on September 22, 2014. The World Health Organization's 2014 Water Sanitation Health article, and the University of Ottawa's First Nations study released in 2012, pages 139 to 150. Save our water. Our future depends on every drop.